against the wall, last ball.
He has another gear because he was on the range. His highest ball speed that I saw was 222.
Sheesh.
And with these range
That's
balls,
insane.
it is. That's moving it. 52 years old, superstar, #1 on the planet right now. Him and Gavin been going back and forth all year. Gavin ended up winning out in Connecticut. And I knew that grid fit Gavin's eye. Anybody that hit a high draw, it was perfect for him. And Gavin was able to throw it out OB about 20 yards and bring it back in. And
that was such a fun match to watch. I think that's one that if you want to go back and see something that's exciting and thrilling, that's definitely one of them of the year. Top match right there of the year. Look at Mary and Jim in the background.
We're going to say it now. Edward, Michael, Joseph, William, Bartholomew, Rancho, Sanchez, Vicario, Conchita, Martinez, Hernandez, Fernandez in slot #1. If he does win today, I will not say that. So I had my one time, and I just gave it up there right now. But
so impressive.
We've said it so many times. Eddie Fernandez in 1, Gearhart in 2, Robbo in 3, Mr. Reback, slot #4.
And this
studs.
Is for the final 2.
Getting after it. Keying in on Eddie Fernandez, ball #1.
And he's in the same slot that he just hit into.
We talked about, I just want to see him hit that little cut. Just start it down the left side. Just put a number on the board, 119 feet in the air, sweeping across the grid. He has about 30 yards of left to right. The good thing is if you're in slot #1, it gives him a lot of real estate to hit that ball.
Without a doubt, wind's not moving at all. It is completely dead out here.
Still. Longest ball yesterday was from Justin James, 459 yards. I know Eddie's longest ball on this grid was 441, starts off with a 384.
So he did exactly what you spoke of just hitting that little cut, and now he's going at it. You can see that speed creeping up a good bit. We've got Ryan Reback right here in front of us.
So Reback, just all he needs to do, hit the center of the club face, because right now his fastest ball of last set was 212. You know, don't do too much here. You got Robbo at 379. Robbo has just been consistently 375, 380 all day. And, you know, a good ball from Rob, if he center punches one with a little bit of left to right movement, would be like a 205, 206 ball.
There's one thing he's going to be is consistent.
Yep. So Rob's, I mean, I would say, give or take, he's right in and around 1,000 corporate and charity exhibitions over his career.
I believe that.
You know, Robbo, him and I went to battle in 2007 at our first local ever. We went up against Victor Johansson, 2000 world champ. So me and Rob had a good time out there. So right now, Reback takes the lead at 385. Eddie Fernandez at 384. Ryan Gearhart is at 379. Robbo is at 371.
So Eddie Fernandez competing against Jeff Gavin, both of them had crazy travel stories in the last event. But Eddie wasn't even hitting in his shoes.
He didn't have his shoes. He had his head. So he brought 3 driver heads. So that's all he had.
He learned.
He went to went and bought clothes as well.
Just borrowed some shoes, borrowed a shaft, and made it all the way to the finals. Jeff Gavin having his car broken into. This is
there was some adversity for both of those guys.
Tour life is something else.
So Eddie Fernandez is off right now, but the thing is he did the club flip.
He did.
I like that ball flip. I like
the
profile though. 170 feet in the air. It was about 27 yards of left to right movement. It's going to be a big ball. Robbo not happy with that last one. But
it's going to come down to
393.
I want to see what Gearhart's last ball, if that rolls out because it's on the hot side.
We talk about gambling here coming up and betting. I mean, these are your 2 favorites, Eddie Fernandez and Ryan Reback, to be expected. It's kind of like horse racing. You're going to know who's going to be there at the end.
Welcome, Ryan Reback, to the senior division.
He's waited 45 years for this moment.
And he is in the finals on his first competition on his home turf. On his home turf right here. And, he's got his whole entire family out here, not only just watching, but also out there on the grid.
He's got 5 kids, and there's 5 kids in the grid. No, I'm just kidding. We're all
calling the balls.
Ryan's hilarious. He's a baseball player. He knows, anybody can give him a hard time, and he just brushes off. He's like, Ryan Reback is the man. And
he's got one of the most joyful spirits for sure.
This is his grid. It really, truly is. This is Ryan Reback's grid, and I came out here for the first time in 2017 and absolutely love this place. We always talk about Mesquite being the Yankee Stadium, but I would say if guys had to vote on their favorite grid, I would say probably half of them would say this grid. This one.
Is this
plus or minus? It really
the Yankees practice facility?
It's just the mountains in the background, the sight lines, knowing that if you go at that barn, you hit a certain shot. Like, it's almost like you're playing on a golf hole instead of, Mesquite's tough just because it's just
flat.
It's perfect. It's mint condition. Like it's Augusta National if we have to, say as a golf course. But back in the day, we used to have the balloon. Yeah, we used to have the balloon in the back, so we always like, oh, hit the balloon. So you'd have something to aim at in Mesquite. But love this grid, and here we go. We got 2 superstars on the tee box right now: Eddie Fernandez, Ryan Reback, in slot number 2 and slot number 3.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Who you got?
I got to go with Reback. I mean, this is his home turf. I would love to see him win, see all his kids run out.
I want to see.
But Eddie,
4 out of 6 balls in play from both guys. I want to see them get in a battle here. I want to see first ball, both guys going like 390 first ball, first 2 balls.
A fan of both of these guys.
Reback goes first. Obi right. Eddie, this one looks like it's fighting down that left side. This looks good.
It looks good.
Love the profile.
Switching clubs already.
So he tightened up this diversion right there. That was a 9-yard left to right. Really like this golf ball. But we're looking at the carry distance, tip of the cap, the flight scope. They have been nailing the flight. So, but we did see earlier on, even when I hit, I was able to get some rollout at 360 to 365. So Eddie landing it at 370 puts up a big number at 395. Reback fighting down that right side at 210. If that one stays in play, that'll be a decent number.
That's all you need. He needs a decent number and then go and hit as hard as he possibly can.
Both guys went 403. Those were their longest drives of the round robin. So each guy got 30 hits. Reback. This one's a little lower, 7-degree launch. Hit it probably a little skinny. Went 340. Don't like that number.
We have seen rollout.
Don't think he hit that one very well. I don't think he'd be happy with that one.
Eddie with the good one over here. Let's see if that stays in.
All right, so the boys are starting to fill it up, as mentioned. Like to see four out of 6 balls in play.
Eddie going back. So Eddie has 4 clubs
Reback
out
looked
there.
Free on that one. He looked free on that one.
Woo.
Let's look at it. 209, 10 launch, 118 feet. He went right at the barn. Landed it at 348. Not sure if he's going to get over 50 yards of rollout, but that's where he wants to hit it. Now, if he hits it just a little bit higher, maybe like 140.
Just keep with that right there.
Eddie loves it. Club flip, 218-2. Edward.
Club flip.
Oof.
I mean, he's got 4 clubs out there. He's been switching.
Over, under. 411. 411.
Over.
411 from Eddie. I'm gonna say 411. That's a bomb from Eddie. Putting up balls in play. 403.
403.
But yes, Eddie just putting on a clinic now. He goes 3 for his first 12 in the first 2 sets. Gets down to his last ball in the quarterfinal. Gets in with a 387, and now, he is one swing away from winning his 4th championship here.
He is. Ryan Reback on his final ball. He's going to give this everything he's got.
Eddie goes first. Reback looks like he's going to go OB right.
Eddie Fernandez. 4th win of the season at 403. That was the number of the day. Both Ryan and Eddie hit 403, but huge congratulations to Ryan Reback on his debut for the senior division. We'll see him here soon at the open division as he's going to be hitting a lot more balls today. But congratulations to Eddie Fernandez, 4th win of the season. What confidence does that have as you go into the World Championship?
Eddie, this is yours for the 4th time this year. You applied a little.
Yeah, I've been trying to hit a draw. Like a cut is my natural shot, and I've been working on the draw. It's one thing to do it in practice, another thing to do it on the grid in competition, and it's just not comfortable. So, but I've been working on it today, and that last set against Ryan. I mean, it's only going to get tougher. All these guys turning 45, but it was fun. Great having him in the senior division. Gives us got to reach back a little bit more. So, it's good.
Now that gambling is involved, we pretty much figured 218.1 miles per hour on that ball that went 403. How'd that feel?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I like to. That's kind of where I want to sit, 218ish, 216 to 218, and if I want to step on, I can get a little bit better than that. But 218 is beautiful for this ball. I just, it's kind of that player's ball where I can kind of work it, but working on the draw, I'm glad it's over. I gotta go work on hitting a little draw a little bit more. But congrats to Ryan. You know, he's been so tough for so many years, and I know he was the hometown favorite. And but congrats to him. He has so much support out here with his family and friends. So, but always great to compete with him and the rest of the guys.
Eddie Fernandez wins the event, #4 on the year for himself. Congratulations. Here is the winning ball, 3 yards. We'll be back with the open division at 12 o'clock.